Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Ready. Go Ray.
In motion right goes Adams.
Go Pete.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Ready.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
You look at the Steeler defense.
It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Here we go.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 22. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
There he goes, left side.
Now he's loose at the 40.
And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 19-yard line.
60 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers.
A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are on the board first here in Vegas.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
This is a unit that understands what needs to be done to stop the run. And they're a team that goes out and executes as well. Yeah, it's the mantra, stop it, but then going out and getting it done. 2 different things. They combine them.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15.
Back to throw here.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Running left, it's Warren.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. This is Harris on the draw. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line.
67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
off the play fake. Here's Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
On second down, Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
White. Ready?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Ready, set.
Quick throw caught out wide by Renfro. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with the football here, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Ready.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, 55 yards. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What, 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 now the game. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, and they go back to Harris. Powers through it. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
97 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Levante David in on the tackle.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Pickett. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10. Now Pickett. Fires the out route and completes it to Harris.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Pickens going in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
Here comes third and the length of the football. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here is 3rd and 5.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Pickett back to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Succop's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Once again, it's Jacobs.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Cameron Curl with the tackle that time. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Off the option, here's Jacobs.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
fight.
And now they'll shift things around.
Check white. Ready?
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
10. Hut.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Looking to throw. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line.
Trouble, 38.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now a 2nd and 10. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. This one from 35 yards away. The kick by Carlson is good, and they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in this last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 146 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. Shoves him aside and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
2nd down and 3. Harris running straight ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Succop for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Ready?
A give. It's Jacobs off the option. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Off the option, here's Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Ready.
They go play action here on first down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 32 on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Brings up second and 16 at the 21-yard line.
Set. Hut. Set. Hut.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
And now an audible here into something else.
Ready.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Pickett. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. They run again with Harris. They juked him. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it. But what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a player is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and end up making the play.
Third and 2, Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth
from 6 yards away.
And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
17.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Ready, break.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
2nd and 11. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Come on,
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
Let's go now.
39-yard line.
Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Set, go.
Now back to throw.
Crossing route, and he's got his man. It's Renfro.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
Ready, ready.
He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Across the formation, he hits Austin.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here is third down and 4. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. Down to the 10.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Here we go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Extra point try now for Succop. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And that could be a killer. He'll lose yardage and tackled inbounds.
Okay, right.
16.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Steelers, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.